In just a moment, today's video. But first, a 30-second announcement. What if the secret to living your best life is realizing that you're not fighting the world, you're fighting yourself? We are inviting you to get deep with our free 7-day self-love challenge, compliments of our intuitive arts and self-growth school, Zen Academy, where we feature a huge catalog of courses and certifications to help you constantly improve yourself in your self-growth and as an intuitive arts professional. Click the link to find out more and get started today. And now, on to today's video. Today, what I want to talk about is nothing is insurmountable. If you know David and I from Zen Rose Garden and Zen Academy, you know that we deal with a lot of heavy stuff, a lot of traumas, a lot of grief, a lot of stuff that we're going through. And I want this to be a place where we can kind of come away and have a little bit of rest from our heavy shadow work that we do. Raise your hand if you're a healer in the comments and you know what I mean, because that work is hard. There's nothing pretty about it. We have ugly cries. We get our stuff out. We're leaking toxic poisons from our systems and our energy. Today's topic, nothing is insurmountable. Overcoming the insurmountable problem. The problem that we think is insurmountable. The thing is, I believe that there is nothing that you can be confronted with that cannot be overcome, no matter what it is. Whatever the problem, there's always a solution. And when we have a tribe and a community, we can be in a state of fight or flight with our problem and our situation. We just can't see the way out, but we can bring that issue to the group and see how other people have gone through it. Because when we're in that trauma of, I have this huge issue to deal with, whatever it is, the next step, the next thing that you need to do can be super unclear, right? And that dilemma can seem totally unsolvable, right? It seems like there is no solution, there is no way out, and we get, discouraged. I know I've been there, and I'm a smart person, but sometimes I don't care how smart you are, if you're in that fight or flight of the situation, you're the deer in the headlights, you may not see the answer, even if it's super obvious, but your friend, they are not in your trauma and they can help you out. And that's why we work better in a tribe, in a community. So when the next step of your path is not clear, those problems can seem like they are not solvable, but there's nothing that we cannot overcome if we have time, if we are persistent, if we don't give up, if we are focused, if we ask for help, if we have faith, and with a little encouragement, maybe a lot of encouragement, and sometimes it really only takes a little, and help from our friends, right? That Beatles song just comes to my head when little help from my friends. That kind of keeps me going. If you remember to look within, and find that stillness and remember that one little thing that I just have to remember to ask, because we're always searching outside for the right action. What's the right next step? Okay, we get stressed out by what is the right action to take next. Sometimes that's really hard to do because we're putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. So you got to go within and remember to center yourself, clear your mind, and remember that nothing has to be impossible. So if you can just go back to that, even if you don't know the answer, remember nothing is impossible. The first step in overcoming any obstacle is just to believe that it can be overcome. But you've got to create a space in your mind that you remember that everything can be overcome. Everything can be solved. There's a problem. There's a solution. There's a challenge. There's, something to overcome, and I can do it. And if I can't, I can find someone to help me. And this is what will give you the strength and courage to move through any crisis. So if you don't answer all the, it just seems like a big chaotic mess, come back to that one place. Center yourself. Nothing is impossible. I can do this. There's an answer. There is a solution. I don't know what the hell it is, but I can find it. And then the second step, make it really simple. Make a resolution that you can prevail over any of that chaos that's going on around you. And then it's time to enlist that support network of family, your friends, because the more minds you can bring in to help you with a problem, the more solutions can be found, and sometimes there's more than one solution. And sometimes I know I've been this naysaying person in my life. I've been like, no, that won't work. No, that won't work. No, that won't work. Well, that just leaves you with a closed mind to anything. Because sometimes a solution might seem really impractical or unrealistic, like, oh, I can't do that. And so we don't keep searching. We just stop searching. The problem is we're searching for the best alternative, right? The best choice, the right choice, because we're in some kind of fear. We don't want to screw it up. But sometimes here's the thing about life. There is no best choice in some scenarios. In philosophy, I think it's Immanuel Kant has like the trolley or the train dilemma, where you have two choices. The train's going to crash. It's either going to kill this many people or these people. You have a choice between, it's kind of a dramatic example, but you know what I mean? There's two choices and neither of them are good. So sometimes there is no best choice. There is only a choice to make, because you can't make no choice, because the no choice means you're still in the shit pile, right? But you need to make a choice so you can at least move beyond whatever is blocking your path. So just the act of making a choice can get the energy moving. Even if that choice isn't ideal, it can give you a sense of peace that you actually took a step in the right direction. So then the next step can reveal itself. And that's the key to making a choice. You need to be able to see the next step. If you've been in the mountains and there's a stream and there's rocks across the stream and you want to cross that stream and you can't really see where a clear path. So you just step on the first rock in the stream and then suddenly you see the next rock. Oh, I didn't see it. There was just water going over it and I didn't quite see that next rock. And then you step on that rock. And then the steps reveal themselves as they go. It's kind of mystical, but it has to do with faith. If you feel overwhelmed by how big it seems, whatever that thing is, think of other people that have turned adversity into triumph. And then remember that those people are no better than you. They're not any smarter than you. They're not anything out of this world more magical than you. They're just ordinary people who have turned adversity into triumph. And it doesn't take much more than a click of a button to search those people out and search for people who have overcome adversity, and allow yourself to be in those stories and out of your mind, out of your headspace. Just reading the stories of other people's triumph over adversity and trial can get your mind rolling and start to connect the pathways of problem solving in your head. And just by getting out of your own problem for a minute, solutions can just pop up, because we need to give that conscious mind a rest that wants to fix it now, but that's not the best way to fix it. Sometimes we need to step out of ourselves, step into ourselves, and just relax. So gaining a fresh perspective when we remember others who have overcome larger obstacles than maybe even the one we're going through, which maybe we go, mine's not as big as this person who made it through the Holocaust or some huge thing. It's perspective. We as humans need to be inspired by hearing other people's victories. It keeps us going, helping us remember that there is always light at the end of every tunnel. Unless it's night, then it's dark. Then there's the moon, right? During our darkest hours, we often need to remind ourselves that we don't have to feel helpless. At the beginning of a crisis, we always have a moment of feeling helpless. No matter how short it may be, you have that initial shock of feeling helpless. You have the sources within you. You have resources not without, but you have resources around you in people to find a solution to any problem. And if a solution or choice you make doesn't work, like I said, you're always free to try another choice. There's always another rock in the stream, or put your floaties on and just swim through the stream. But the biggest thing is believe that you can get through anything and you will make it through. The first thing is the belief. Instill that belief, and if you don't have that as part of your makeup, get it in there. Make that be your mantra for this today. Any obstacle can be overcome. I can do this. There is always a solution. That's what I wanted to start this day off with today, and the message that I want you guys to bring with you. Thoughts on this, drop them in the comments. Give us your stories of inspiration, whatever you want to contribute to the feel good. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're watching on the replay, give us some love, enjoy the message, comment on this message and how you feel about it, how you overcome stuff, or just a word of encouragement. Enjoy your day, and that's it. Just a reminder to take a moment and smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to sign up for our free 7-day self-love challenge. Compliments of Zen Ed Academy, where it has never been easier than right now to get comprehensive PhD-backed education to improve your life and to get professionally certified in your intuitive arts career. Mediumship, tarot, self-growth. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.